Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday. It's a new week. Hopefully your last week was a good week. This is the game that is replacing Monday's series. We are playing the Last Caretaker. Very quick synopsis. You are a robot known as a caretaker. You are taking over the world to kind of help it rebuild, if that makes sense. The humans have pretty much disappeared at this point, and have gone, if I remember the story correctly, to space, I think. And they were hoping to come back down to Earth. As you see, the world is flooded, but you as a caretaker responsibility is to actually take the remaining human cells or brains or something and launch them to space. Excuse me. With that being said, you do have to handle some other stuff as well while you're doing this. Of course, like the areas are gone. You have to rebuild certain things, but it's similar to Raft in the fact that you have a boat that you have to take care of, upkeep, stuff like that, and get it all taken care of. All right. I think here. I'm trying to think of any other synapses before I kind of get going here. I think that's pretty much it. Basically, you are this caretaker. As you can see your own body. You were asleep for a while here, and you've woken up, and now your goal is to kind of get everything taken care of. This first episode is going to be an hour-long episode because it is going to take a while to kind of get started.
It's dark and quiet now, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Reconnect the power. Bring this place back to life.
Okay. The game is fully voiced, which is really nice. I do like that there was voice acting put into this game. Hello, little buddy. This is what a caretaker looks like. F. I can't really rotate him. Sure. This is what a caretaker kind of looks like. It's kind of what I look like. But yeah, anyway. Everything is physics-based, so you can kind of chuck stuff around. It wibble wobbles, which is kind of cool. There are bugs, which is weird to say the least. It's called a mosquito. Can't really break it. A couple quick things I'm going to go over right quick are going to be your main buttons. Number 6, of course, is your flashlight. I don't think... Let me see here. Keybinds... Anyway, we'll I'm okay with that. I've gotten used to it. But F is not flashlight. I do wish that F was flashlight. Makes more sense. But in the bottom left corner, you do see your buttons. So 1 and 2, so primary, secondary. 3 is your throwable or grenades. 4 is like your energy cell or health kit. 5 is your wrench for repairing. You can also use it to melee, but it's just easier to use your crowbar. 6 is your flashlight, and then of course, on the left side, it says tabs your inventory. We'll go into every tab here in a bit. T is tools, so this is what you can have equipped. U is your skills, so again, you can do that in your inventory. I is enhancers, again, inventory, and B is build. Quest tasks and vault. We'll kind of go over all this in a little bit. In the very middle bottom of your screen, there is power, and there is health. Power is you. So you do need power to be able to kind of live and be able to do stuff.
Good
kind
work,
of deal.
Caretaker. Every restored connection brings us closer to reclaiming our home. We've lingered here long enough, Caretaker. Head to the docking hangar. There's something important there, waiting to show us our path.
Anyway, so you got to make sure you yourself are powered up. So we're going to kind of just toggle the sign.
Systems active. Cycle beginning. Your mission remains the same. Grow, sustain, and deliver. Lazarus pods require constant supervision. Confirm water supply. Confirm electrical flow. Ensure nutrient delivery continues without interruption. Growth must not pause. Each pod carries 1 human seed. Memories stream during growth shape traits. Food defines strength and body. Water and electricity keep the process alive. Surface conditions
There's
remain
no
unstable.
subtitles for this. I'm just going to double check though. Yeah, there's no subtitles for this, sadly. Sorry, I tried.
Human presence absent, but your task does not change. Maintain the pods, protect the racks, secure continuity. persistence. Begin the cycle. Keep the flow steady. Carry on, Caretaker. Caretaker, systems active. Cycle beginning. Your mission remains the same. Grow, sustain, and deliver. Lazarus pods require constant supervision. Confirm water supply. Confirm
Okay,
electrical
I think
flow.
that's just repeating now. I think we
Ensure
finally hit
nutrient
the
delivery
repeat.
continues without interruption. Growth.
So, everywhere you go, and as you can
Food defines strength and body.
kind of tell when you leave, sorry, I had to figure that out. It kind of works a little bit. We were already in here.
Maintain the pods. Protect the rack. Ensure continuity.
So it kind of echoes through, as you can tell. So, the main goal of this game, easiest way to explain this, become a hoarder. Literally become a hoarder. It is your best thing, your best friend. There's another caretaker. So, every caretaker is different. We look a little different.
Growth must not pause.
I'm just making sure.
Each pod carries one
I
human
keep pressing F, and I know it's not F. All right, anyway. Now, we need a recharge. So it says use the heal station before you heal, save station to save. I'm going to charge myself. So the easiest way to do this is you will get an electrical cable. You'll hook it up to a power output. You'll look down, and you'll press E to connect it to yourself. Now, what I do is we're going to just switch mode to input. Then we'll disconnect it. We'll grab the cable again. No. Yeah, we'll grab the cable. And we'll hold Q to reel in. And that's it. We're fully charged. Alright. Now, the game might stutter. The game might lag. I am sorry in advance for this. The game's performance is not necessarily the best in the world. Not saying it isn't for the graphics it gives, but it definitely could do a little bit of a rework. Not necessarily like a full rework, but it stutters a lot, and I'm even playing on low graphics, and this looks phenomenal for low graphics. So we're gonna kind of get in here. No. Oh yeah, you can wibble wobble doors if they have a handle. Wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wibble wobble. These are what would go in your 4. See, there's the echo. So heal station, you'll want to attach to yourself. So we're gonna do that, and you'll see my health is going up. And it will stop once you are fully healed. We'll drop it. And now we need a backup station. This is your save game. There's no auto saves in this game. Nothing. You have to save yourself. So we're going to back up, and we're going to do this in slot 5. We're just going to kind of keep overriding slot 5 here.
The ferrofluid fluid in your frame is not ordinary coolant.
Shush. Okay. We're just going to play with the red light. So what we're going to do is we're going to... I also like to grab these memories, these little teddy bears. We're going to kind of get stuff dragged off of here so that we can get through this door. Come on. Now, you can eventually pick these up. So as you see, some stuff I could pick up, some stuff is heavier. I'm trying to pick this up, and it's too heavy. So this whole game does kind of go around the idea of you have to be very mindful of what you can and can't pick up, what you can and can't do, stuff like that. Now, as you'll notice, because I was picking stuff up that it said, oh, hold E to pick up. Well, excuse me. The nice part about that is you can pretty much hold E, and then you can keep holding it, and you can kind of go everywhere, and it'll pick up anything on the ground that is nearby. And this is, of course, the elevator, so press the E to take the button. We are actually going to jump off of it here in a second. Is this one? No, next one.
They will not thank you, but without you, they cannot exist. You do not require recognition. You require persistence.
So, see, I'm going to hold E, and I'm still holding E, and I'm picking stuff up. Now we're just going to kind of climb. There is a sprint to climb, which is really nice. I lost so much power. We're just going to... Oh, this is, like I said, this is the power and healing stuff. So we're just going to kind of do that. Oh my god, I've never done that. Yeah, I don't care. Water and electricity, yada, 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 water, yeah.
Human presence absent, but your task is not.
Come on.
Maintain the pod, protect the raft, secure continuity. The humans who grow will not
Okay. Now, You can take the elevator all the way up. I always say it's not worth it because you'll want to loot some of that stuff, like the battery cells. Now we're going to kind of start getting onto some enemies here. So this is one of them. Their tendrils hurt, so I'll just kind of touch it a little bit here. Well, hurts a little bit. These are too small. There we go. Grab that. Now, when you beat it up... Oh, see, it regenerates those little peppers. When you do beat it up, it will get rid of their tendrils first, and then it will eventually break. Now, we'll kind of talk about some interesting things that this game does include in this. So, similar to Raft Survival...
There she is. Your vessel.
Sorry.
More than just metal and circuits. It's your freedom. This boat is how you'll reclaim the seas, and perhaps even your identity. The dock systems are offline. Without them, we're trapped here. Restore the power, Caretaker, so we can sail again.
I'm just trying to... Like, is she gonna say anything else here? No. Okay. I am so sorry. I'm responding to some text messages. I had a lot of people. They know I'm recording, but there's some important stuff. Muy importante stuff. So, that is your thing. So, this is what I mean by raft. And you're eventually going to see the outside. This is why the episode's going to be an hour-long episode. Now, the main thing is you can have these, which are battery cells. So... We'll kind of talk about this in a second. You can put this in your inventory, but it is heavy. I typically just prefer to carry it. Oh, lag. Actually, nope. Going to... Oh, maybe you can't put it in your inventory. I thought you could. That's okay. So we're going to kind of keep moving here. Get this stuff done. Now, I highly recommend, and like I said in the beginning, hoard everything. Even the Last Caretaker developers said hoard everything in the beginning. Even later, hoard everything. Like, you don't know when you're going to need something, and yes, these broken robots are going to become a very big deal. Yeet. Give me that. Give me that. Let's see here. Like I said, there's full physics, including chucking physics. I just chucked it. Cool. So like I said, we're going to kind of go around, keep looting stuff. I'm just going to hold E for a while because I don't remember where everything is. Can't loot that. Okay, that was not a keyhole. So we're just going to keep moving, keep looting. Now, you might see some graininess every now and again. The game does have AI to assist with frames to kind of get them going. I'm using that right now to kind of help with the graphics. Reason being is because, like I said, this game is a little bit not necessarily graphics terrible, but it's really hard to do some things while recording, and it does help a lot. Oh, look at that. 2 batteries here. Thank God. No. You go out there. No! Okay. Yeah, don't lose those. Those are going to be your best friend. I swear to you, those things are your best friend later. We'll talk about a little bit about the boat. Again, it's an hour-long episode, so we're going to kind of deal with that. Sorry, I had a I have a Steam friend who messaged me and asked if this game was good, and I just told him, yeah, it's really good, and he just bought it. So, now, the one thing I wish this game came with, I understand why it doesn't, is co-op compatibility. I would like to see this game have some sort of co-op feature. Sorry. I shouldn't have to do that anymore. But it I already went up there. It's one of those things where you want to, it does float. It does float. Don't panic. It floats. We're fine. And yes, you can swim. It actually encourages some underwater exploring. We'll deal with the boat in a minute. We'll come back. No. Up, around, over, and up. Okay. And then open. Now, my brain is not functioning. I am so sorry to my viewers. This game is quite a lot of fun. I truly enjoy this game. This has been one that I've played a few hours of before I kind of started this series, just so that I could kind of get a grasp of the game and understanding of the game. But we have to get into there. So basically what you saw was me take this off of the thing. I meleeed it because it wasn't fully off, and I knocked it down, and I'm pushing a crate up here so that I can get in. And now we're just going to crawl our way through to freedom, kind of deal. La 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 la. Hello, other robot. Now see, oh, I could pull that one. Okay, that one wasn't terrible. We are going to hook this up just because we need this to be as good as possible here. So we're going to kind of do this. And we're going to do this to this. And we're going to change it. No, other way. I'm going to pick up all this stuff here. Now, as you see, this is a... What? I think it's this that it keeps trying to pick up. It shouldn't. Go over there, actually. I'm glad I looked over here. There's stuff over here. Anywho, this is like a data terminal. We'll talk about that in just a second here. But we have to repair this thing. So we need to pull out a wrench. This is our repair tool. And it's going to say right there, it's going to say, hey, how much electricity is it going to cost the caretaker to repair this? How long is it going to take? The durability and what it takes. So it needs 4 iron. We have 8. We're going to repair this. And now we're going to take a power cable. 1 second here. That. And we're going to power it on.
The dock is alive again, thanks to you. Each step forward reconnects us to a brighter future. Caretaker, you were never meant to remain bound. These waters were once pathways, carrying life, purpose, and discovery. Something awaits you out there, ready to be reclaimed.
Anyway, so basically, this is going to prepare us to use this. Now, you can 100% just say, screw all this, I'm out. And you could just refuel the boat, you could power the boat, and that's it. I don't like doing that immediately just because, and I'm going to explain this in a second, there is more to explore. We're going to open this door, but I'm going to show you the data terminal. So we're going to turn off my camera, or my flashlight. You can do security. It does give you security cameras. It tells you where stuff is. You can see us. Hello! That's why I said we're very similar to those robots. There's the dock, and then one of the cameras is gone. So this is log data. There is quite a lot you can find in this game. Now, I'm not going to go into all of that just because there is a lot there. Space is, of course, its own thing. Survival guide. This is going to be your best friend if you don't know how to do stuff. And then quests. It does tell you all about like different quests and stuff like that. So we're going to kind of just get going here. Now, as you see, it is constantly taking power from here, and it's outputting. You can see here electricity output is 0.6 kilowatts. These batteries do store quite a lot of kilowatts in it. We're going to... Nope, that way. And now we're going to kind of just get on with our life here. So we're going to head up to the very tippy top, and we're going to follow this cable. So this is going to be to the next area. This is where it's going to kind of help us teach you a little bit about the game itself. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. There we go. We're going to do this. We're going to open, and now we're outside. So again, I like to collect the teddy bears. This is the world. Now, there are angry creatures in the water. There's a lot of hostile creatures in this game. Again, I do like this game because of the in-depth design of the game. Is this no? I like the design of this game a lot. So, die. Just whack it. There you go. If you don't kill all of them, it will eventually come back to haunt you. Now, as you saw, this door was open, ready to work. But there's no power input here. There's no power sockets in the wall except for that one. We have 2 different things here. We're going to get into those here in just a moment. I'm just going to break that, get it out of the way. And we're going to kind of get out here, and we're going to kind of get this to work here. So let's figure out... I'm going to whack this thing, too. Ow. Eventually, you will get better weapons to fight these things with. So don't panic too much. Going to use that. I'm going to lower the thing here. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is hook up the power. And these guys are assholes. Come on. Now, they just walk towards you. That's it. That's all they do. That one's somewhat repaired. We're going to kind of do this, and we're going to take this cable, and we're going to hook it up to here. We're going to do that, and now it's going to run power into the building. So we only have... I'm low on power myself. I didn't recharge. I feel stupid. Hold on. One of those is available. I need to get to that. Now, see, the bigger the cables, the more it hurts you. Now, as you see, without power, as I'm using power, it does actually start to hurt me. Yep. That's fine. I'm just going to recharge. I'm going to do a little bit of recharging here. I'm going to turn off the flashlight. Then we'll go back to the batteries downstairs. It's my fault. I take full responsibility. I don't think there's a small battery here. Now, it shows your percentages at the bottom as watt hours. I don't know how I feel about that. Because the normal thing to measure power is kilowatts. And I know watt hours is technically one of the correct ones. Hook that to myself. Hook it to myself. We're going to... Gimme. I don't know how I feel about how it says watt hours down there. I really don't. Alright, we're fully charged. We need to save because I didn't do that. Pick up all this. We're going to heal myself. And it even has like a little thing here, which is kind of cool. I do like how it shows... Oh! It does have a limit as to how much you can have. Oh, it recharges. Okay. Then we're going to back up. And we're going to go to slot 5. Yep. And now we are going to be able to get out on the high seas here in a bit. This should not go here. This should go here. Just because I want to be able to feed it. And we need all of this. There we go. Yep, we're going to power everything down. Yep, that's fine. We're going to grab this, and we're going to just like that. Much better. Okay. Anyway, let's get back up here now that we have power. So you don't get to really hear a lot of their voices kind of right from the get-go. It does take a little bit before you'll hear them again. Go, and we're going to do that. And we have to kill that thing in a second. Even though they're broken, they can still provide power. So don't just unhook them or leave them unhooked. They provide even the tiniest amount of power. Now, I wouldn't waste, like, full amounts of time on it kind of deal, but I would hook them up for that, just that little bit of oomph kind of deal. Now, what I'll actually do, let's come over here. Whack, whack, whack 'em. There we go, whack-a-mole. Now, as you see here, this one does not have the multi-hooks, so we actually have to build one. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to skills. We do need to unlock everything, again, very similar to other games like Raft and stuff like that. We're going to unlock the cable extender, we're going to unlock the cable, we're going to unlock the dismantling tool, and we're going to unlock the storage container. Storage container. Those were all free, or some of them were. And then we're going to do the Lumite as well, which is going to be solar power. We'll talk about that in just a second. Now it's saying, hey, you have a new tool here. That's right here. You can absolutely take it out. You can dismantle stuff. I'm not doing that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a electric cable extender. So we're going to grab this. Hold on. I always forget how to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to press E to add. We're going to left and right click, R to rotate, and E is to fabricate, and then it just automatically comes out of your inventory, and then Q to cancel. Now we're going to hook all these up. So we should have enough power for this, or enough cables for this, so we're going to go around here. Now, as you see, when I do grab a cable, at the very bottom there it says 5 out of 20. That is the maximum amount of meters the cable can stretch, and then of course it'll tell you how many cables are remaining. So we're going to plug that right into there, and as you see, it's already providing power. So it's automatically charging that battery that I hooked it up to downstairs. And now we're going to go into the room here, and we're going to plug in... Oh, hold on. There we go. We're going to plug in this guy. Nope, I lied. We're going to plug in this guy. And I'm going to show you what this guy does. We're going to toggle the switch. As you see, a tad bit of power is going into here, but we're just going to start chucking shit. This is why I say you need to be a hoarder, and this is why the devs say you need to be a hoarder. This is your scrapper. So the scrapper is going to be your best friend because it is going to allow you to create materials, and as you see in the top left corner, it says extract 2 iron, plastic, and rubber. We can't see what we tossed into there, but you know it's already producing it. If you press E on it, you do have your inventory, you can shred stuff. The easiest way to do this is deposit all trash. It's going to give you anything that can be shredded, and I'm even going to do the bioorganics, and it's going to shred all this stuff. And that's it. We're just going to let that run for a bit. We're going to drag this out. Come here. Now, as you see, the cables do bend and can unplug if they get stretched too far, which is kind of funny. Damn it. Whatever, that's fine. You don't mess with them, so it's kind of nice. We're going to go explore a couple of these areas here right quick. Excuse me. I did take it. Good. Now, you don't want to fall down that one. That one will kill you. So we have to go back. Okay. And then we're going to go to the left. As you hear, it's still running, so it's going to take a while until it's all done. We did give it a lot of materials. We're just going to kind of keep picking up all this scrap and stuff. Okay, and then we're going to kind of go down here. Now, what's really weird is if you press W, it does go up. It kind of confuses you if you're looking down and you think, oh, I'm going to go down. No, it's not how it works. And we leveled up again. We're actually going to go into enhancers here in just a minute. There we go. Oh, God. Okay. 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 Yep, still running. As you see, there's a big pile of resources here. We're just going to collect all of it, because that will eventually get backed up pretty heavily. And we're just going to deposit the rest of this junk here. It's going to keep going. We need to keep giving it materials. I can't pick this stupid crate up, so I'm just going to shove it off to the side here. That. And now we wait for a bit, because we need to finish the quest over there, which is Rags to Riches. Now, as you see in the bottom, it says kilowatts. This doesn't make sense. And if the devs watch this, I'm sorry. It's throwing my brain for a loop when you say watt hour, then minus 1.3 kilowatts. I don't understand. I can calculate that. I have no problem doing that, but my brain is just kind of like, when it comes to it. So, that's just how it is. As you see here, we do have electronic or electric grenades. We are going to add that to our grenade holster here. You can't press G for grenades. You do have to equip it with 3, and then you can chuck it. We're going to open this, and we're going to feed this to... right there. We're going to feed this to... Now, the only reason I'm using this is because this is free power up here versus when you get to your boat, not so free. And we're just going to kind of keep going a little bit here. Move that off to the side. That will bring us down the... Ah, there's another enemy. I saw him. I see you. Those guys. So those slimes are attracted to lights. If you have your flashlight on, they will come over and they will try to basically snuff out the light, or they'll try to get around the light. It happens to your boat quite often when you go to new areas and stuff like that. If it's heavily slime infested, they'll come to your boat. They won't necessarily hurt you. I mean, they will hurt you if you're not prepared for it. But it does suck. Okay, it's still processing everything. Let's go give it more stuff. Let's go out here. It is daytime. Yeah. I don't need that. I need rubber stuff. No. There's a tire. I'll take that. Now, the game does have an end goal and an end story. The developers, even though they have declared this game as early access, have been developing this game for quite some time. And they've done very well in development, in my opinion. Like I said, the graphics are the only thing that I have just like a tad bit of an issue with. I have a pretty powerful computer, and the fact that it lagged me out pretty hard in the beginning is a little upsetting. Oh, we have to go down the other ladder too. Give me all that, give me all that. I don't care about the rest of this stuff. But like I said, hoard everything, shred it all. It'll give you what you need. Now, the bioorganics, the reason it's not counted as trash is because they are useful a little later. We done? Nope, I still need one more rubber. Well, all that... Oh, no, I got the rubber. We'll go back down in a second. We'll just get on the high seas here, because we've pretty much done what we need to do. I'm going to take this ladder, and I'm going to head down into the abyss here. Now, this brings us straight to our boat, as you can tell. So I just wanted to show you all this before we kind of got down here. There's still a lot more you can loot from this area. I just want to get on with it. We spent 34 minutes here. And that's roughly how long it'll take you to be done with this kind of deal. Come on. Come on. There we go. We'll just kind of put the rest on here. Sorry, I had a Mountain Dew. We're just going to keep letting it go. Now, it's going to keep shredding because we did throw furniture into it. So it's going to keep kind of shredding everything that I threw into it, even though it shows nothing is here. Devs, I do wish if you throw furniture in, it would tell you here kind of what all you threw in, even if it couldn't go into your inventory, just so that we can kind of know what to expect kind of deal. It is raining again. It's fine. There. It's all done. I'm going to take my power back, because cables are very important in this game. Take all this back. Give it back. I'm not going to take those cables because those are actually helping right now. What was up here? I forgot before I get down there. Oh, yeah. There was some stuff over here. Now, as you see, I have just become overweight because I just took that stuff. I wasn't overweight before. It's not necessarily overweight. It's just you have more weight, so you're going to use more power to do stuff. Nope. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And we're going to dismantle this. There we go. Push that down. All right. Let's get moving. Come here, buddy. You're coming with me. Oh. Sorry, friend. This is going to be your fuel line. On the boat, you will notice there is specific areas. So there is a fuel area here. And we're going to fill up the boat. And we're going to let that kind of do its thing. We're also going to take this and chuck it on the boat as well. I like to keep these as backups. And I will typically keep them inside this boat area. Or this area. Go over here. I hear stuff. I think that's the slimes. Yep. And he's trying to get to the light. He's trying so hard to get to the light. And here, come here. Come to me. Come to me instead. I don't want you bouncing around. Come here! Okay, he's in the water. I don't care now. He'll probably fling himself out of the water in a minute. And now we're going to hook up the power. And again, we're going to take these. They're good battery backups. Son of a nutcracker. I'll grab you in a second. I already did this once. No. There. Okay. Then we'll grab this. Now, as you see, cables need to be hooked up to this portion now. And we're going to fill it. And as you see, the boat's lights have now turned on. Look at that! We do have to repair some things as well. So this is our diesel engine. So, does have to be repaired. We have to get it repaired up. I'm just going to kind of keep going here. Just like that. Let's see here. And there's the diesel engine. So, the nice part about this game is it is modular when it comes to the engines. You can hook up extra engines to it. Of course, it takes more power, more diesel, so on and so forth. But it increases your speed or your fuel efficiency or pretty much anything like that. Now this is your personal area for both the shredder and the fabricator. We didn't really see the fabricator. We'll kind of get into that here in just a second. I need power. We've already drained that. Of course we did. Sure. We're going to give me all the fuel pipe. And then we're going to go get the door open. And then we're going to head out. What I like to do, even though... Even though I don't have the... Oh, I need a charge. Let's go up to the batteries upstairs. Up there. It's because I don't want to use my boat battery. If I can help it. We'll loot this area a little bit too. Oh, wait. Give me that. Okay, and yes, you can walk around with this on you. It'll extend the cable as you walk. Oh, it has a fabricator and stuff in here too. All right, cool. We're out of here. So, let's get this party started. So, it took about 40 minutes to get out of the main area. That's how insane the start is.
Platform runner designed by Martians.
I get down here so that you guys can see this here. So, this is a big-ass door, as you can tell. Going to grab this. Put you over here. Put you over here. Now, as you see, there is other engine parts, and we do have a bunch of crud right on our main hull here, so we're going to kind of get into that in a second while we head out of here. Grab that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Yes, this hooks up to your main boat's power. I'm leaving this off. And then we're going to do this. We're going to hook you up to here. And there we go. All right. Now, cool part is you can see how much power your boat has right here. This is kilowatt hours, which is pretty nice to kind of understand that a little bit more. I do need to make storage containers here in a minute. But we're just going to kind of get this stuff up here. Now, I don't know how easily things can shift around. I typically have most of my stuff inside, so I'm never, like, overly worried about stuff flying off the boat. So we're kind of just... Okay. There we are. Okay, I need one more. Then we'll be out of here. And I like to line these up just because I'll start from right to left, or left to right, depending on my mood, for like the power of these. There. All right. And now, here we go. So, big thing is, again, you can do this. This only shows you the stuff that you're at, log data. Again, if you find stuff, space, survival quests, so on and so forth. We're going to get in. We're going to unanchor. Stop. As you see in the front there, our anchor has up. And we are going to get moving. And we are very slowly trudging out. Now, you can 100% leave. This will tell you your fuel level, your power level, what time of day it is. It will tell you, if you're in drive, how fast you're going. It will tell you what way you're facing. Tell you the wind. Tell you all the precipitation, wave level, stuff like that. I absolutely love that. Ta-da!
This vessel is more than just machinery. It's your refuge, your home.
There are landmines in the water. Please
Sail
be careful.
forth, Caretaker. Reclaim the waters humanity once commanded.
We're going to go for that one first.
The path is uncertain. Restoring navigational relays will illuminate our way. Beacon 49, eastward, should be your first step.
Cool. Now, the nice part is your boat can keep going with you away from it. So we are going to go down here, and we are going to actually build some of these containers. So as you see, we need a battery cell and alloy frame. No. Wrong thing. Those were the engine cylinders. Where is my container? Oh, I didn't mean to unlock that. Durapack's right here. Wow.
You'll need to master basic crafting skills and generate your own resources to survive. Begin by fabricating a Lumalite solar panel.
Yeah, I'll handle that in a minute. So we're going to do the Durapack, so we're going to kind of just get it right here. Actually, as a matter of fact, yeah, right here. Just because it's a little easier to handle. Now, as you see, it says you need 2 alloy frames and a display screen. We're going to build 2 of these just because most of the stuff we have won't necessarily all fit in one. So we need 4 alloy frames and 2 display screens. So we're just going to press tab, go to build. So it'll even tell you in the gold what you need. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and your character can craft these on his own. You do not need the fabricator to do this. Now we're going to let him kind of craft this stuff, and you can walk around. We're going to kind of pay attention here. Okay, we're getting a little close. And then we'll kind of deposit all of our stuff to kind of deal with it a little bit more. Come on. Come on. I need one. There we go. And we're just going to deposit all of our materials. Now, shift click, I am holding left shift and clicking. It does not work. You have to click and drag. Devs, again, if you're watching this, shift click would be fantastic for this. Just because it is kind of a pain to click and drag, and if you accidentally click and drag something you didn't want, then it's just... ugh. Now, you can deposit trash into here, even though it is closed, and we're just going to kind of get up here. Ah, we're passing it. We're passing it. No. No, do. And we almost hit a landmine. I am very glad I got up here. There are some areas kind of dotted around the ocean that you can go to loot. This is the main one that we typically kind of see before Beacon 49. I like to go to this one just because there is some stuff here you can grab and loot before Beacon 49. And look at how many landmines are there. And now I do want to mention your boat does have health. While it turns, your health can be visible right there. Now we're just going to kind of speed it up a little bit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, you little shite. Now, we will need to make power for our boat so that it is an indefinite power source. Fuel's the only one that you can't get until a little later, and that's where your bioscrap will kind of get into play a little bit. Come on. The docking is actually on the other side. It's on that side over there, so I'm being really weird about this. I could dock right here, actually, if I really wanted to. There is, you can see it right there in that corner. Right there, the slime. That's just a window. Come on. The turning radius on this thing is atrocious. It's like driving a friggin' dumpster. Love it to death. Do not get me wrong. This game's a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff that would be a little interesting to see this game kind of turn into. The only reason I was a little reluctant to create a series on this game is because if they update this, it may require the starts to restart. I don't want it to restart, but it's kind of going to be that if it happens. Okay, hold up. All right, we're done. I said back up. Why did you keep going forward when I said reverse? Back up, please. Now, there are other creatures in this game that do come from the ocean deep. You will kind of start to see them in a bit once it gets darker. No, other way. There. If you are not careful, you can absolutely damage your boat when you're trying to dock. Okay, why is it forward? That's a new bug that I've never seen before. The green beacons in the water, those are loot barrels, as I like to call them. You can pull up to them, jump out, and you can actually loot them. And now, as you see, the slimes are falling off to try to get to the light. See? They're kind of falling into the water here. There is, like, these rubber docking things, whatever the hell they're called, the boots, the stuff. Sure. Let's drop the anchor. And just like that, we're here. We're gonna need to sprint a little bit. Now, as you see, my flashlight is on. They are crawling towards me very quickly. Alright, why can't I melee? Okay, game, what are we doing here? What? I'm pressing C. And I can't melee. I can't do anything. What is going on here? There we go. Okay. Now, you will eventually... They don't necessarily hurt your boat, but you do want to get them off because eventually they will get a little bit more of a nuisance. We're going to go kill these guys now. Now, as you see, they do hurt a little bit, but the more of them there are, the more damage you'll start taking. Actually, let's recharge right quick. You know what? We're going to craft our gun. Hold up. We need to craft our gun. So I told you we get weapons a little later in the game. Electric pistol's the most fantastic one ever. Battery cell, alloy frame, connector ports, conduit wiring. Okay. So, connector port. What? Battery cell. Conduit wiring. Not solar cell, battery cell. And alloy frame. Nice part is, while you're on your boat, you don't need this in your inventory. It'll automatically pull it from the crates that are on here. Diesel generator. Already unlocked it. This will allow us to create diesel fuel, which is really useful. I don't unlock the small battery. Not typically my favorite thing ever. I'm going to leave my points for a little later. Okay. We done crafting the pistol? Nope. So while we're waiting, we'll just kind of charge ourselves up here. Oh, big stretch. Now, the one interesting part about this electric pistol is it doesn't require normal ammunition. Instead, it requires power. Those assholes. Not necessarily bad, but they suck. Yep, there we go. Those are the new enemies that we're kind of looking at. These guys do not like light. And they'll kind of jump up here in a second, and they'll kind of go back into the water. They do not like light. They will actually die if they're in sunlight, but they don't die if they're in shade kind of deal. We're going to add to holster 2. Now, as you see, it has no power. So we're actually going to connect here, and we're going to connect to the electric pistol, and we're going to get it charged up. This is your favorite weapon to start with. I swear to God, it really is. $70, $80, $90, $100. Okay, now we're going to bring that back. Grab this. Now, they will stay away from your flashlight as well, so you do have some sort of defense. Oh, give me that. Against them. Nope. Here, I'll show you what it does. Just like that. You just zap them to death. And you can charge it with your own battery, but be mindful if you do this, of course, it's going to reduce your power. Now it's becoming daytime, so those nighttime dorks won't be here anymore. Yeet. Cool. Don't fall off. Get into here. Oh, no. We did get some regular ammo. There is actual, like, hard... Stop it. Stop, stop, stop. And that's what I mean. When there's a lot, you get hurt a lot. Give me the guitar. Give me all the boxes. Now, from my understanding, I don't believe this game is randomly generating. I believe it is exactly the same regardless, because I do remember this from when I started my save. That's kind of how I'm able to kind of get through this thing fairly quickly here. Actually, let's go up there first. Well, too late. We're down here now. Come on. There we go. It does take a second with the electric pistol to kill him. because it's doing a small amount of damage over time. It used to be much stronger than this. What happened? Why? Holy Lord, did they nerf it? I really hope to God not. It's an amazing starter weapon. Oh, see. Whatever. Grab this. Hold on. And we'll just connect to the electric pistol. We'll use our power for... Oh. Okay, good enough. Honestly, it's kind of just better to melee them sometimes. Ah. Connect to me. Oh, dang it. There. I may not be here for much longer. I haven't done a backup in a hot minute either. Ah, see, that's a big swarm of them. I'm not going that way. Cool. We're just going to go to the Lazarus facility, and then we'll end the episode. Oh, actually, let me go up top, because there shouldn't be any slimes up top here. They should have all fallen off by now. Take the cable. Pull it back. There we go. Sure. Good enough. There is different kinds of fuel. So there is petrol instead of diesel. So you do have to remember that, which is kind of cool. Everything is useful for different things. So as you saw in the fabricator, there was like 6 slots of stuff. I hear you. I hear you, stupid slimes. To be plugged into it. So we're going to kind of... We'll get into that during the series. Everything will have its own uses here. Whoop. And whoop. And whoop. There. Don't fall off. No! Damn it. Okay, we'll get it. We'll talk about enhancers next too. We'll get the boat on its way here and we'll talk about enhancers. Put you in the corner. We're going to use up the power here. Or the healing here. Just because we haven't backed up in a hot minute. Backup slot 5. Yep. Cool. Alright, let's get moving. So we need to go to the Lazarus facility, which is... Which way? Whoops. Over there. Okay. So, how everything kind of works in this game, it's very detailed crafting. You don't necessarily have to do automation, but automation can play a role in this game. But it's not the automation like Factorio or like Starbound. No, Starbound's not automation. Just any automation game. Factorio was the only one that came to mind. Oh, also map. So let's kind of start getting this destroyed here. So let's grab these things. So 40 watt hours. Okay. Now, as you see, this gives scraps. This does not give the actual material itself. Yeah. Whatever, good enough. Okay. I'm getting fairly close. Now, I wish, it says large crate, I wish you could use these for storing stuff, but I understand why not. Because it's not a storage crate. It's just a crate. Hello over there. That is also an aggressive creature. He'll attack you if you're, not, sorry. I have laundry in. He'll attack you if you're in the water. And yes, there's landmines everywhere. That is the Lazarus facility, right over there, in that area, in the distance over there. That's the Lazarus facility with the last human seed.
The beacon is here, silent and dark. The systems here sleep without power, and without their signal, we drift aimlessly. Bring back the power, and awaken the beacon's voice to guide us forward.
Slow down a little bit here. I've never been good at docking in this game, just saying. It kind of is a big pain in the ass. Ugh. But there is mooring lines, which is kind of nice, that you can get a little later in the game. Oh, God. Okay, wait. Yep. Go that way. Yep. Okay, stop. And go back. Don't touch the landmine. Don't touch it. Do not touch it. Do not. You can shoot those, by the way, once you get the physical bullet guns. You can't pick them off if they're in your way. And then we're going to kind of slow down, and drop the anchor. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. Well, that was the first episode. Please, if you're watching this, leave a comment if you lasted this far. Tell me how you like this. I can easily change this. If you don't like it, no problem. I get it. It definitely is going to be a new start. So we're going to end this episode here with the beacon area now that we're out. Following episodes should only be about 30-45 minutes each. So it shouldn't be too terrible. So thank you all so very, very, very much for watching today's episode of The Last Caretaker, the new series. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, depending when you're watching this, whether it be the day or night. I hope you all have a good one. Goodbye, everybody.